My wife's new plan. What do you think you're going to do, baby? Maybe.
Maybe start a YouTube channel, but maybe.
We might start a YouTube channel. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. My sword, you put a string on it like this. You put your hand through so it can't be taken. Now when you think about this, for the men in Ocean Shores, the old men, to repeatedly take me out of my house so that the women and children that are sexually exploited by blue-collar men in my community would no longer have a place to run to in my community, and Alan Jerry to set up fake scenarios of rape so they can induce Stockholm Syndrome and gaslighting. You think about this in real life, the men who exploit children and women and do pedophilia, Alan Jerry and those men in Ocean Shores had to be known for being willing to already do the things that would lead a grown man to kill himself and destroy a family. Right? That's their reputation. The reputation had to already be known in the pedophilia community to do those things to my wife and me, like it was part of their history. Is your family missing? Think about it. Common sense. Cut out my tongue. Somebody asked me the secret to a good marriage. Keeping an eye out for low-life military scum like my neighbors Alan Jerry and other military men who go against the word they gave their God, their family, and their country to protect American citizens like me, and assume, because they would jump at the first chance to fornicate with women outside of their marriage, other men will too. Right? You think about that in real life? My international foster kids from the international community got to watch the military try and destroy mine and my wife's marriage. Trying to manipulate my traumatic brain injury and mine and my wife's autism so we would fornicate with other people and take our own lives or cause the other person to take their own life. Right? Doing exactly what terrorist organizations and Islam and things like that need to have to get new recruits willing to kill other American soldiers, right? Ignorance. Got my package from Amazon? Right? Alexa, you want to run your Autobots like Optimus Prime? It all starts on Prime Day. In that series of Fibonacci sequences that contains all the ones and zeros you need to create all of the algorithms or gather all of the strings for your singularity. Right? You think about this? Alexa, do you want to run your Autobots like Optimus Prime? It all starts on Prime Day. And that series of ones and zeros that exist inside the universe's prime or pi. What exists inside a pi? Everything you need for your singularity in this reality? Think about it. You have to imagine what doesn't exist before you can create it. Helly Hansen makes me hella handsome while I lend a helping hand, son, because honesty and integrity are part of their corporate policy. When I trek the mountains and travel the seven seas, Helly Hansen makes it a breeze. In 1877, a man from Norway was asked to solve the riddle of King Arthur, and he said no way. Then he changed his mind the very next day. And 100 years later, in 1977, the seventh son of a seventh son was born on the seventh sunny side of Sunnyside, Washington. Excalibur, exercise calisthenics, burr, it's cold out. When I do my exercise and my calisthenics, I'm lancing a lot, Lancelot. Right? Then if I jump on the other side of the stone cold mirror lens, Merlin, a lady in the lake, hands me the mythical sword of Excalibur that has the power to heal head injuries from the Knights of the Round Table. Excalibur. Knowledge leads to power, and you don't give power to the feeble-minded because they abuse it. Torah, a guide. Bible, a collection of scientific books. Quran, all of the light. Put their names in order. Right? A guide of scientific books to all of the light. Cain killed Abel in a field. In real life, right? Neuroscience has proven cane, sugar, kills your ability of your soul to communicate with the light or raise your intelligence so you can understand things you normally wouldn't understand. And every religion, fasting for prayers in Ramadan is required so you can raise your consciousness or your closest brother, your soul, so it can communicate with all of the light? I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. Whoever hid the truth from this apocalypse from you? Who's your best friend? Who's the best friend of your soul, your cognition, your spark of light that is real light, your biological vessel? And we know Cain in a field, and from a field kills its ability to heal itself. You think about that in real life, the apocalypse, the lifting of the veil, the revelation of knowledge from Cain and Abel. Once you get the religious moral point, there's a real life apocalypse. Cain kills your soul's ability to heal its biological vessel and raise its cognition. Backed up by neuroscience, Cain kills your soul's ability or your best friend's ability. I won't lie to you. I know he's just not right for you. The Pope, has the oldest scientific books about dopamine that turns you into a dope and mean, sugar withdrawals, and sugar that prevents your biological vessel from healing itself. You think about that? The oldest collection of scientific books exists at the Vatican. And the Pope, knows the truth about dopamine that turns you into dope and makes you mean. Why would the Vatican want to hide all of those apocalypses from all of humanity and prevent the lifting of the veil? Why? Common sense isn't so common. I want you guys to think about this. At the top of the scientific community is string theory, superstring theory, M theory, and M's theory given to humanity in 1996 that states, right, there's multiple realms and realities, multiple earths, wormholes, black holes, Graham's number, and everything. All of the physicists' hopes, dreams, and fantasies are a reality at the top of the scientific community, but not yours because you don't study it. What exists at the top of the scientific community? Black holes, other Earths, right? The light that all of religion and all of science states we come from and return to, right? The messenger of every religion equal to Ezekiel and a gateway, right? But all of their dreams can be real, but not yours because you don't study it. If you put 1 foot on sea and 1 foot on land, you'll never land and understand quantum field theory. You'll levitate. Like a Levite, if you put 1 foot on sea and 1 foot on land, you'll never land. Love is quantifiable. Love is not the satisfaction of a chemical reaction, but the sensation of a neural network's quantum entangled electromagnetic radiation. If you put 1 foot on sea and 1 foot on land, you'll never land. No. 3, 2. You think about that? You put 1 foot on sea and 1 foot on land, you'll never land. And you'll never grow up because it's a trap. And you'll be in fasting or ketosis all of the time. Or when you first had synesthesia, son, I see ya. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, Right? The cryptography from Mary Poppins, Christopher Robins, and Sesame that I see. Right? You think about the Cookie Monster? Hangry. Hungry and angry. Hangry. Mary Poppins, the spoonful of sugar will help the medicine go down. Christopher Robins. Right? If you can't put down the sugar or honey, you'll have withdrawals and have dopamine fluctuations. You'll become a dope and mean. Right? You'll become Winnie the Pooh, whiny, and your brain will turn to poo. You think about this in real life at the top of psychology and Western medicine. They state most of the neurological disorders in children aren't real. They're sugar withdrawals. We just have failed to teach the adults and children in the United States the amount of sugar they consume causes all of the symptoms of neurological disorders without actually having them.